One of the top mistakes I see people make in a custody battle or divorce is not remembering the big picture and trying to win every battle. You have to remember that there are lots of things to fight about, and you really need to prioritize what's the main thing that you want to accomplish through this ordeal. Do you want primary custody of the children? Do you want to not pay alimony? Do you want to maximize the amount of child support that you get from the other party? What is your priority? And I respectfully submit that you should talk to your lawyer about that and establish some reasonable goals. But regardless of what your goals are, you have to remember you are not going to win every single battle. You need to remember that this is a process, and even if you end up in court, the judge is not going to side with you on every single issue. So knowing that and knowing how important it is to save money through this process in not fighting over things that don't matter, make a list of what's the most important thing and focus on those things so that you're not wasting money. Another mistake that I see a lot of people make is involving third parties in your custody dispute or your divorce. And what I mean is telling your mother or your best friend or your new dating partner what's going on and letting them have a say in what you do or letting them get involved in the conflict. All of those are terrible ideas. If you do those things, all you're doing is setting yourself up for your custody battle or your divorce to be more expensive and more drama than it needs to be. One of the most disturbing mistakes I see people make is involving their children in their adult conflict. It doesn't matter how old your child is or how mature your child is, they do not need to be part of the conflict between you and the other parent. You need to protect your child emotionally by keeping them out of it. They don't need to know when there's a conflict over who's going to get Christmas morning. They don't need to know that you're arguing over whether or not the child is going on a cruise with the other parent. They just don't need to know these things. Protect them emotionally by leaving them out of this. Another mistake I see people make frequently is posting on social media when they're having a conflict with the other parent in their custody dispute or their divorce. All that does is make your case more expensive and a lot more drama for you. And oftentimes those posts are used against you in court if you have a custody hearing or an alimony hearing. So just stay away from social media during the pendency of your case. If you'd like to avoid making these common mistakes in custody disputes and divorce, give us a call here at Advocate Family Law Group. We'd love to help you navigate this very difficult time.